Hi, it's Mike here from Borg Digital, and this is a video I've been waiting to do for such a long time. It's been requested from me on YouTube, it's been requested on Twitter. I talk to people every day who promote and market their own online businesses, and they are waiting for solutions just like this. This is so off the wall. You've never seen anything like it, and it's a multifaceted solution. So it's not going to be the most straightforward demo ever. It's going to be quite involved. It's like I say, multifaceted, and I want to start off by showing you this, which is Borg Digital Reach. This product that you can see in front of you is a web service that I developed myself. It's an in-house solution. It doesn't exist anywhere else. I've been, just like you, trying to make a living on the internet over the past 10 years, but I have the benefit of being a computer programmer. I specialize with .NET and PHP code. I'm great with databases. I'm experienced with domains as a web hosting company. So I've now got this synergy that I've created from the knowledge and experience I've gained over the last 10 years. We're all fighting an uphill struggle here, so I've got the perfect solution. This is literally a dream solution. I know this sounds hyped. I know that you hear this all the time on the internet, but if you just give us a few minutes, have a look at this tool I've written, and then don't just take what you're seeing straight away. Wait till the end of the video when you've seen all the different facets of this, and then you'll see how it all comes together like a beautiful symphony, okay? So the first concept that I want to explain to you or talk to you about is real-time marketing. So on the social marketing scene, there's quite a few products out there, and I don't want to name too many or shame anyone out there. They're all good for their own reasons. So you may have heard of Sprout Social or Hootsuite or TweetAdder or whatever the product is you've heard about that's calling itself a social marketing product. It's not a real-time marketing product, and like 99% of people want it to be real-time. So what you can see in front of you is Borg.Digital Reach, which is a social marketing engagement tool. What does it do? It's really quite amazing, really. What this tool does is it can be configured. So on the left hand side, you have all these different options here, which are different menus, and I'm not going to go into the infinite depth of detail on this video. This is just to kind of show you the concept and get your brain going. So forgive me if I don't explain every option or every button on this tool. It's going to click into place when you finish watching the video, and obviously if you've got any further questions for me, you can send me an email. Please comment on the video, and I will respond to your comments and I'll reach out to you. So I'm going to get straight into it. What you can see here on this page is the Digital Reach dashboard. So in the main part, you will hear it make noises, and you'll hear it make different types of noises depending on the different scenarios. But ultimately, what you have here on the center of the page is a table of tweets. So everything here that you can see is tweets that people are making. And they're real-time tweets, but they're qualified tweets. I'm not looking at every tweet that's being sent. There's millions of tweets going out every couple of minutes. I've targeted my market. So this tool allows me to specify search criterion. Every minute, this tool goes onto Twitter and does a search. And if search results are yielded that matched my criterion, then what you will see is that tweet will appear here. So let's just go through a couple of these. So I'm in the web hosting game. I'm looking for people who are having problems with their web hosting, and then I'm going to reach out to those people and offer them a deal that they just cannot resist. That's the game. Give them something they can't resist, and then you'll get your conversions back out of it. So let's just read a couple of these. So someone sent a tweet to Heart Internet with a ticket number, and they say thank you. Presumably they've tweeted to Heart Internet and said that they've got some sort of a problem, that Heart Internet's asking them, have you raised a ticket, and so forth. So let's skip past that one and get to something with a bit more substance in it. So let's have a look at the next two tweets from an individual called Sensible Reason. So Sensible Reason has tweeted, GoDaddy help, literally nothing, just a blank screen. A number of writers are seeing the same thing. Our backend is also inaccessible. Well, let's have a look then. That's pretty much somebody complaining about a down website, correct? So let's have a look at their next message they sent. This was previous, so the top ones are the most recent, and as you go down the table, you get more historical tweets. So the first tweet they sent to GoDaddy and GoDaddy Help was, we've been having issues all day now and our site is down completely. Please offer an update. So what can I do now to show you how great this tool works? It's so complex, I really don't want to make it complicated for you, but I want to draw your attention to the side here. So what you will see in this here, it says recent public messages. There's 682 there. You will actually see that this is my Twitter account, Michael Hine, and it's sent a tweet out to Sensible Reason. So that's since literally the last couple of minutes since I started recording the video, it's automatically sent a tweet to Sensible Reason saying, think you're suffering from repetitive service trouble. And what you'll see on that obviously that previous to that, I sent another message to someone else. Let me know if you'd like to try a clustered web hosting service. And then before that again, I sent another message. Cool, sorry, I misunderstood you. Obviously, you don't understand fully the context of these messages, so they probably make little sense. But when those persons respond directly back to me, that appears in this here recent mentions. So let's just go through the logic. My script has spotted a tweet where somebody's talking about server issues, and that's appeared here in the middle. Then the script has sent a tweet to that individual within seconds saying, think you're having suffering from repetitive service trouble, and then they have responded back to that. And they've written, Ignite Systems, for the past 12 hours or so, we have been having issues. So that's pretty much unacceptable for anyone running a business. That could be a whole team of people out of business for a day. That's called pure cost of failure. So what happened then is, most likely this individual might look at my Twitter profile. So what I'm going to do is load up my Twitter profile just to show you. It's an important detail. It's not the most important detail, but it's quite important in that my Twitter profile page is, if you like, an enormous advert. So what have I put on there? You've got my Skype contact details, you've got my email address, you've got the deal, the offer, free site migrations, 30 days hosting for $1, and it's a trial. So people really haven't got anything to lose by taking me up on the deal, by paying $1, getting a free site migration and a hosting trial. So anyone who's really remotely interested in trying out a different service is interested in this. And then in huge, great big letters here, we have Borg.digital, my domain name. So by producing this cover art on my Twitter profile, really, and by interacting with them here, really, they're getting a large chance of that they're going to have a look at my profile and then potentially click on my link, or potentially follow me, or look at my video that I've pinned to the top of the page. You know, it's quite sort of a potent tool if you think in the fact that it's automatic and it's replying to anyone and everyone who matches the criteria. That's generating quite a lot of brand impressions on my Twitter page. But it goes a little bit further than that. So the important thing to realize is that this particular tweet that I've captured in this table is actually stored in a database. And that database is kept for my own use, and this is going to be the second facet of this marketing system. So in itself, what you're looking at here is stunning already, but it's only that one dimension. We're going to add the second dimension, third dimensions to this overall technique in the next sort of step of this video. So I'm just going to show you a couple more features of this tool. So I'm going to click on follow directly on this guy, Sensible Reason, which when I follow them, they get sent a little message from Twitter to say, Michael Hine has followed you. Now that will result again in more likelihood of them looking at my profile page. And if they do that, that increases the likelihood of them kind of interacting with my website and potentially ordering my free trial. So that's one of the things I can do with that. I can also click on favorite, and then I will favorite that tweet on my Twitter line. I don't have to visit Twitter to do that. It just happens all by itself by clicking here on this button. So in that, I'm interacting with the user by sending them a tweet. I'm interacting with the user by following them. I'm interacting with the user by favoriting them. And if I choose to do so I haven't sent this individual any links or anything, But they've put, for the past 12 hours, they've been having issues. So they've kind of come back to me. I can actually click on the Sensible Reasons handle there. And I don't know if you understand the concept of Twitter cards. Like I said to you, it's really a case of not making this video too complicated. So I'm not going to explain exactly how it works. I'm just going to explain over the concepts for you that there is a concept called Twitter cards, which enables you to embed rich media like a YouTube video or anything directly onto the Twitter timeline. So I'm going to send a human written text back to Sensible Reason because I feel that they're quite a sensible lead for me, so pardon the pun. So I would say, hi Sensible, please look at my offer borg.digital and let me know if interested. Now, by doing that, this is my domain name, but this is a Twitter card keyword. So when what Twitter will actually do in my tweet to this individual Sensible Reason is embed a video on that. And I'm just going to send this tweet out like so, send tweet, and then I'm going to go back onto Twitter the manual way, and I'm going to just load up tweets and replies page, and just to show you so that you can see in the context of Twitter what's happened now. So I've sent, hi Sensible, please look at my blog.digital, let me know if interested. So if I click on that, which is what the user's been invited to do, this is what appears. So that's the actual YouTube video. I created this video and I'm going to play back just the first couple of seconds for you, just so that you can get how potent this solution is. So the user will click that, they don't even have to leave Twitter, it's right there in front of them. Hi there, I'm Mike, I'm the guy that's just sent you a tweet. I've been talking to a lot of people like you on Twitter, and if you give me just a couple of seconds, I'm going to explain to you what I would like to offer. So, first and foremost, I'm not asking you to move away from your existing supplier. I'm not expecting you to change any of that just yet. What I'm offering you for just $1 is to take your website, move it into a Borg clustered hosting environment. I won't go into the technicalities of what that means just yet. You can find out about that later. So I'm pausing that because I don't really want to bore you too much with the content of this video. I want you to contemplate really what kind of amazing end-to-end marketing experience this is. So moments ago, the user had a problem and sent out a tweet alluding to that fact. Moments later, they're now basically added on my Twitter list. I've interacted with them a few times, and they're now looking at a really personalized sales pitch directly on the screen in front of them. This is me talking to them with my pitch. It took a few seconds, and really this is how marketing should be done in this day and age. Wouldn't you agree with that? So that was one person. This system runs day and night on automatic and kind of does this interaction for us. So that's the concept, guys. That's it. If you have a look down here, you will see there's loads and loads and loads of interaction. So some people, and you are going to get the odd fuck off because people will call you spammer, etc. It's very few and far between when that happens. And in fact, 99% of people say thank you or no thank you or whatever if they reject you. But I don't get any problems from this whatsoever. So let's just have a look at this here. So someone's put, Michael, we'd love to know more about your clustered servers. Adam Segal said, thanks, Michael. Robbie Cannon has said there is a problem with them every couple of months. Ridiculous at this stage. These people are looking at my profile, looking at my website, interacting with me. I'm building a relationship with them and they don't even know it yet. And so that's really the gist of this first page that you can see. So if we click on another page on this video, what you will see next is, and I do apologize, this is kind of like my gold is these phrases that I've got here, and when you're looking at this video, this is going to be ghosted or pixelated because I can't afford for copycats to take my search phrases or footprints. But in terms of your business, this is flexible enough that you can put anything in there at all. So if you think of Twitter as a search engine, you can put search phrases in there. So just let's say that you're selling SEO to people. What you would do is then qualify your leads that you want to interact with by, for example, doing a search on Twitter using this tool. You can put in, for example, ranking, or let's just say poor ranking Okay, and I'm putting that in double quotes, and then I can put a star. This is, I know it probably looks quite complicated to you, but if you look at my footprints guide, you will find this dead simple syntax. It's actually just saying, look for a tweet that contains exactly this match: poor ranking, then a star, and then, for example, need help. You know, and that could be one phrase. So that's just one of them. It's a bit of playing about to figure out your perfect phrases. So you could, for example, find that somebody said poor ranking, and then put it this way: anyone recommend. So that would be searching for people that mention poor ranking in their tweets and mention can anyone recommend a good SEO company or whatever. That tweet may have loads of words surrounding these phrases, but these here, as long as it matches these phrases, you're going to find these people who are tweeting. And let me just reiterate, it's real time. Somebody tweets something with your programmed phrase in it, and your system is going to respond to them immediately before even the customer services or any big companies or anybody else out there. This is just a zap, and it's going to come in and make a sales pitch, or at least interact with that individual and start building a relationship with them. So the way to do this in reality, when you start off with this tool, is that you really want to experiment by going directly onto Twitter. And I don't know this market, this SEO market, so well, so I'm just going to put in a couple of examples on Twitter. So let's put poor ranking. In fact, poor might not be the best word. It might be best for like using a word like bad or improve or increase, or you can build up a huge list. Let's put poor ranking, need help, and let's just see what comes back. Now I don't expect anything to. I haven't kind of practiced this before the video. I'm taking a risk by just working on the fly in this video. So there's nothing came back from that at all. Let's just put improve ranking, star, need help. See, am I doing something wrong with the search term? I've got a feeling this asterisk symbol is causing us trouble here. No chance. Let's keep going. It doesn't take long before you hit a gold mine, to be honest. So I've put ranking plus need help. So let's have a look at what's come back out of Twitter. So what's come back is somebody 22 minutes ago put, I need help on this percentile ranking for stats. There's a company that's advertising, we can help your web ranking and highly keep it there. This one is a rant somebody's making. So, need help with mobile website ranking on Google, but I pretend we can help mobile ranking. So basically, this is coming back with a larger proportion of people who are selling the service and not actually consuming the service. And that's all part of this game, because you're up against quite a few people. But you can find things to sell these guys too. Even these SEO companies are probably using software or whatever to offer to their clients. So if you've got your head screwed on right, you will create a product that you can pitch to even these companies who are selling SEO services. So the key is in kind of exploring this as much as possible. Let's just go dead simple and put my ranking. So if the word my and the word I, these are just little secrets that you learn as you go along, and they reduce the chances of that you're getting people who are selling the service, because people are talking about themselves. So let's just see what happens when we put my ranking in. So here's somebody said, glad to see that at least a few fleeting moments my ranking of Twitter ruiners has fallen considerably. Woke up thinking about my LinkedIn account, what I should add to improve my ranking. So this is kind of getting to the stage now where you've got somebody who might be open to an SEO service provider. Miss Piggy just moved up on my ranking of favourite Muppets. That's unrelated, to be honest. That's just out of context. But what you'll find is the more time you spend on this, that you will find these magic search phrases. I've banged in 2 or 3. You know your business best. You will eventually figure out a continuous, never-ending supply of Twitter leads based on these phrases that you've put in. Now, let's get dead clever. So this is another secret. So if there's a huge SEO company out there, let's just see what comes up for SEO companies. I'm really sort of not clued up on this. So let's put SEO companies. I'm just going to try and find a big player online. Highervisibility.com, they're an advert. It doesn't bother me that they're an advert, actually. Let's just have a look at these guys. I'll get to the point. I know I'm sort of waffling on a bit, but I will get to the point now, and it's going to click in. What you can ultimately do is find service providers who have Twitter accounts. So these guys, HigherViz. So HigherViz has 8,000 followers, and they sell, by the looks of it, SEO for their maps type of results on Google. So let's get really disgustingly cunning about this and explain something. So we can actually use this at HigherViz as one of our search phrases. So basically what will happen is that you will get back anyone who sent a tweet out to at HigherViz. And because we know that HigherViz is a SEO company and that its followers will be a large proportion of their clients, these are our consumers that we want to get in touch with. So what I happen to do is on the Borg digital marketing platform is that I do a few searches pointed at competitors. So when somebody sends a tweet to Higher Visibility, the likelihood is that you can pick that up and offer them a counter offer or whatever, especially if they're complaining. If they're complaining is a good one, because basically you can quite easily convince them to jump ship onto your service. So that's the gist of the Borg digital reach marketing kind of search. Now let's just talk about triggers. So we've just brought back a bunch of results, but we don't really want to blanket tweet every single one of them. We want to, if you like, filter out and filter down even further. So otherwise you're going to end up in trouble with them sending, blanket sending or bulk messaging and bending Twitter's rules a bit. So what you can do is set up triggers. The trigger is like a word within the tweet, so you're checking that exists. I'm happy to share a couple of these with you so that you can see them. So if it's one of my tweet search results contains keep going down or error establishing a database connection or worst or is down, that's going to result in sending a message. The message list is again, it's another option, but you can send different messages to people depending on the situation. So if somebody's server or database is down, they might receive a message like this: that sounds terrible to me, oh dear. And that's it. I mean, it's just an interaction. You don't have to, if you're greedy and send a link and spam and sell to them, it all goes pear-shaped. Really the key is a very subtle, friendly interaction. That's all you need to do, is a little interaction. Sorry to hear about that, or, if you need a hand, let me know, or anything sort of friendly and not too direct works quite well. So you build up a list of messages that pertain to different situations, and the social triggers, which are the words that you're looking for, will activate particular messages. So if it says keep going down, it sends message 18. If it says establishing a database connection error, it sends message number 23. And ultimately that makes sure that your messages are all a bit different and that everything makes sense, and that you keep your the interaction with your contact in some kind of reasonable context. So that in itself is just part of it. Now, out of all the people that you interact with on a daily basis, you'll get a tally of followers here. Anybody that has chosen to follow you can be the recipient of a direct message on Twitter. So what we've been looking at present are all public messages, messages that people have sent that everyone can see. But if you have a friendship or somebody that follows you, you are able to send a kind of private message, a behind the scenes message, and that message is something that you can take advantage of. So what I can do, for example, is put a recipient in there, and it'll send them a direct message. So if I put at Borg Digital, which is one of my other Twitter accounts, hello, and click add message, that will send Borg Digital a private message. No one else will see that. What's really cool here though is that if I send out a message, there's a special tag you can put in, which is, and I didn't put this on, this is a bit of an Easter egg. You can put everyone with square brackets and then type a message, whatever you want, click add message. I do this at the end of every marketing day. You could do it at the beginning of every marketing day, but basically you're harvesting or interacting with all these people throughout the day. Then they get home in the evening or they're sat down somewhere, and then you send them this direct message. They might take action. Then again, it's up to you how you use it. What this tool will do if you click everyone is to send your message to the last 1,000 interactions. Twitter allows us by Twitter terms and conditions to send 1,000 direct messages to on a daily basis, and this way anyone that you'd interacted with that day, you give them that little extra push or dangle that little extra carrot, give them that little freebie or some sort of just whatever it takes to bring them on board, right? So that's another facet of this Borg digital reach marketing platform, and that's pretty much where I'm going to draw the line in on this video. Now this links in to the next video, and it's really important to understand that. So before I move into the next video, I'll give you an introduction that will lead to that video. So one of the things I'd like you to see is that you can see a URL here in this green box. This is the person's website that they've put in on their Twitter profile. Now anyone who is in a business of some sort, who knows what they're doing, will put their website in there. So here's mariehosting.com. I ordered SSL or static IP, and now my site is down. Why? I'm going to quickly just follow that person. Actually, I'm going to favorite that tweet as well. Then I'm going to click on that website URL and have a quick look at their site. So I don't expect to see anything because they've just tweeted that it's gone down. As it happens, it's probably an intermittent issue or an issue that they're having at their end. But if you think about it, now I'm looking at that individual's website that I want to sell to. I'm finding out a little bit more about them, about where they're based. These guys are in Chicago. They use PayPal. They've got here their LinkedIn account, Twitter, and email by the looks of it. Yeah. So the contact us button. Now this is where this video is going to close off, and we're going to go to the next video, because basically the next step on this system is that we're going to end up sending in contact to their website as well. I'll keep going on this video a couple of minutes more. So I just clicked the contact form. As it happens, there's no form on this page, which is fine. Ultimately, it would have been great if there had been a form there, so I could have showed you the point of this. Let's have a look at another site. So someone else is having server problems. I'm having problems, they're saying. So let's have a look at their website. I'm going to keep going until I find a site with a contact form, and then to explain to the concept of the next step. So ultimately, what this system will do, if you choose to set it up that way, is it's going to go away and send a message to them on their website on the contact form. And we've developed, again, this is a separate piece of software, but they connect together to create this brilliant overall tool. Their site is hellish slow at the moment. I don't blame them for complaining. Basically what we'll do is automatically fill in their contact form. Remember though, we've got their name here. So here's a Linda, here's an Elizabeth, here's an Ashir, and the contact form will be filled in using that person's first name, and that way they will literally triple or quadruple your conversion rates. They're convinced at this point that you're the guy that sent them a tweet just now, and then that you are not spamming them with the software or something, that you're coming to their website kind of by hand and going to the trouble to fill in quite a personal mail on their contact form with your deal or your offer. So I'm going to cut this video short. Please click up and have a look at the next video. If you think what you've seen now was brilliant, wait until you see the next step and imagine putting it together and marketing your business on full auto like this. Thanks for watching.